Main engine boost.
Good morning, Mason. I hope you're having a good day. And just a reminder that all my previous crews call me Blanche. I like to maintain a friendly, homely persona for my crews.
Crap. Alright then, Blanche, engines, now. DSR civil protection over us.
Plasma vortex generator start. Oh, please wait while I process that.
Shit, memory banks. Stand by. Where in the 9 planets did you steal this piece of junk from?
Steal? I actually paid for this.
Then you were ripped off.
Oh, that's better. I remember now. Engine start. Shall I pilot?
AP stays off. Remember what happened last time?
No.
Docking tube is attaching.
Oh, oops, I'm sorry. I forgot to clean the injectors.
Thousands of used mining trucks on the belt, and you parted with good credits for this heap of junk.
It fit the criteria. Besides, I didn't say I used our credits. Someone else's for that.
Engines live.
Alright, let's get clear of this rock. Gently.
Oh, I think we broke the docking tube.
Blanche, rear view on my screen. Can't see anything behind.
Nothing out front, above, or below.
Seems they couldn't scramble out spaces in time.
Hey, they're the best fighter team in the belt. No. Whole solar system.
Finders. I doubt DSR will think of us as anything but thieves.
Yeah, well, people can be judging.
Then we're thieving for thieves. Seems appropriate.
Hey, if the label fits, I'm not mad. Although, according to the bounty, we are returning them to the rightful owner.
Find us then. It's taken months to locate the things.
With a little bit of luck.
Yeah, but the pick was flawless.
Well, except for the alarms.
And taking the wrong turn at the station.
Who was navigating?
And who woke the entire CP guard room?
Yeah, that fire extinguisher made an almighty clang when it hit the floor.
Yeah, okay, you don't have to go on. Look, let's just send out the message that we've uplifted the consignment.
Okay.
Way ahead of you. Already sent it.
Auntie, sorry, Blanche, give me a course of series. We have to catch up to a buyer with a stack load of credits.
Not in the clear.
We have drones incoming.
Oh shit. Mothership?
Can't see anything.
Blanche, any signs of a plasma trail?
Scanning. There is a malfunction in the aft sensor array at position 100472-Alpha Tango-679.
What?
There is a malfunction.
No, I heard you the first time. What does that mean?
It means we have a blind spot. We only have partial review on the sensors.
Fix it then.
That'll mean an EV. You'll have to shut down the thrusters.
DSR Cruise is probably on our ass? No way. Okay, we'll just hide behind a roid so we can fix it. There's a cluster. We can hide amongst them. Hitting emergency boost. What? What's happening now?
You've exhausted the plasma batteries.
Can't be. Blanche, why have the plasma generators shut down?
Batteries are at 0% of allowable depletion. Life support, grav pods, communications, and hyperspace matter transfer unit are all functioning and being powered by the fusion generation as required by Deep Space Vehicle Safety Regulations 277/564.
Alright, enough.
The dumbbell never stops working. That's all that matters. I'm hungry.
I'm with him. All that running around got my gut grumbling.
Shit. Now what?
We wait, of course. Have you never piloted a mining shuttle?
Just one drill rider? I was only on a mining truck as a drill operator.
Well, these things never operate further than a few thousand clicks from the factory.
Yes, I know that.
So, their fusion generators are small and cheap, and their scrap number's usually only about 25.
My little Zephyr scrap was 180.
Yeah, and we had to steal your new plasma tube liners every week.
We? No, you mean me.
Oh, true.
Hey, but she was fast.
I'm so sick of bango burgers. Anyone have any recommendations?
As long as I've got enough credits to avoid buying lumps of tofu.
I made a ball out of poverty tofu once. Played zero grav volleyball with it. Played about 10 games before it started breaking up. Anyway, the point is, unlike your Joyrider, these things are only set up to run the mining gear, disruptor, clamshell, and magnet.
So,
The fusion generators only need to be big enough to do that and charge the plasma batteries. Blanche, what's the SCRP number on this thing at the moment?
With present batteries, service cycle recharge percentage is 12.
What?
The batteries are at end of life and running at an average of 29.75% capacity. Charge rate 22.7%.
Under 30%. Ouch. And what, 22%? Oh, they'll take forever to charge.
Well, you see, the batteries were due for replacement, but as I was being scrapped, there was no point.
Wait, scrapped?
we needed something that was going off grid. I convinced the guy at High G Extractors that I was from United Recyclers. He deregistered it. Job's right.
Hi.
Okay, we.
Okay, I can see how that works, but I
And
still...
I, Wayne, needed to get to it before they took the fusion generator and the Dumbo out.
Okay, but I still...
And figured we had the best space mechanic this side of the 5 rings on our team.
Well, yeah, okay, fair call.
And we...
Ah.
Oh, usually dues. Got him to invoice United Recycles for it. Look, it may be a little rough around the edges, but I like to think for every dent in its hull is another quirk.
Yeah, but they'll come looking for the generator. These things last forever and they'll have another hull ready for it to be fitted to.
Now we checked, not for months.
So, in the meantime...
Whoa! Look at that! Steak, eggs, and fries fresh from a roadhouse on Route 66? Look at the size of that baby!
Why are you eating? Could have DSR cops here any second.
I thought you see sustenance by scanning mammalian bread. And besides, I've been scanning the DSR hyperspace community channels and it looks like we've lost them.
So they've lost us. We're drifting, engines down, no plasma trail, not registered. We're a ghost.
What can I say? On the plan.
Yeah, right.
Hey, all that matters is that we're away free and clear. Alright. Dumbo first. Might just splash out a few beers. And I suppose we just wait until the batteries recharge and then boost for series. Too easy.
DSR would have got a hell of a shot. They must have thought no one was going to find their facility.
I know. We're inside a ferrite roid, tucked in an unregistered cluster. How in the hell did you find it, Stumpy?
Lottery luck. They had a personnel changeover. One of the team got drunk on a bar in High Gear Station and blabbed. The barman works for an old acquaintance of mine who always has a nose about Scuttlebutt and Deep Space Resources LLC. The lottery luck bit was when Doobie and I walked into the office right as the barman walked out.
So, the barman pointed the dude out, I did a bit of reverse pocket picking, tracked him to a Black Ops Atmos, got the ship's registration code, and the rest was easy.
As if acquiring a spacer is easy.
But we knew you could do it.
Yeah, a bit more than 2 days' notice would have been good.
Well, when you're gonna do it, that's as good as the time as any.
Speaking of time, how long before we can boost?
Blanche, how long before the batteries are charged enough to start the plasma drives?
Thank you for your question. 4 hours and 27 minutes.
Okay, that gives us, 18 or so hours to get the series in the bio? We're all good.
Unless this bucket of scraps has more quirks up its thruster.
We don't know where we'll be at the end of the 4 hours in any case. We're at drift velocity, and we didn't really navigate out of the vicinity, just sort of boosted towards a cluster.
Yeah, true. What's our speed and heading, Blanche?
Present velocity is 16.27 kilometers per sec, heading 135.290.027 towards IC 6034/29 at a distance of 81,024.6 kilometers. Impact in 1 hour 23 minutes, decreasing.
Okay, good. Wait, did you just say impact?
In 1 hour and 23 minutes on IC 6034.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
You didn't ask, and I am programmed to announce early warning at impact minus 15 minutes.
15 minutes? That's way too late!
In the normal course of events, 15 minutes should be ample. My programming was not designed for a criminal getaway vehicle.
I think any decent pilot would have aimed for orbit and not directly at a rock.
Just the orbit. We got there, not useful right now.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that.
Not useful.
There's a simple solution.
What?
What we should have done before we took off on this trip? New batteries. Blanche, how long would it take the fusion generators to charge up new batteries up to the point where we could start the plasma generators?
59 minutes and 22 seconds.
See? Probably a little close for comfort, but definitely doable.
Okay. Yeah, alright, but we can't go through normal channels. DSR comms will probably be tracking it at this point.
I know a guy dirt side, Wayne. He's good for parts and he'll keep it on the low.
Batteries are heavy. That sort of mess can tie up the dumper for quite some time. I'm gonna get some food in.
Alright, let's get on with it.
I need paper to write on. He won't do hyperspace broadcast.
We'll only be able to get small single-side units because of the size of our Dumbo, which means it'll probably be expensive.
Whatever it takes, let's just move it.
Hopefully, he's sitting at his desk, next to his Dumbo. Yes! He's got them. Credits.
Blanche, what's happening with the Dumbo?
Diagnostics show that the hyperspace matter transport is functioning perfectly. However, delays may be experienced due to the large mass of an incoming item.
We don't have any time for this. Is there any way to speed it up?
Not without upgrading to at least a 4000 GW Series 9. What? I'm not just a muscle, and I happen to be very familiar with the workings of the fission particle hyperspace emitted and matter transfer device.
Thing rings. It's dumb. The battery.
Damn, that took a long time to get here.
Not really. It got here in 0 time. In fact, it got here so fast that it was almost in 2 points in space at the same time. Philosophically speaking, the time between the two was so infinitesimally small that the human mind could not work at a sufficient speed to recognize that when it was here, it was not there. So therefore, perception in your mind's eye said that the objects coexist in 2 different points in space at the same moment. Then Schrodinger's cat is alive and sunbathing on the Tahitian resort while rotting on a grave on Phobos. The Hathorian mind, however, has no such limitations.
That makes no sense at all. Just take it out so we can bring in another one.
And here I thought you were the quantum mechanic.
Guys, no arguing. 4 hours. Install. Now.
Just pointing out that in hyperspace, there is no time. If there was, you could not move an object between 2 points in space faster than the speed of light. So it took no time to get here. It's charging the capacitors that took the time. Just saying.
Pay the man.
What do you mean as if we should clean it?
You cleared out all our credit from eating from the most expensive eateries on Earth, didn't you?
Hey! I'm a growing boy. Plus I've got to grow up this magnificent frame.
That ain't gonna matter when that magnificent frame is smeared on the face of an asteroid.
Hang on, that's not helping. We'll deal with it later if we live. We need trade.
You're right. Can we stuff him in the Dumbo?
That would be a big no-no. Living matter in the Dumbo cannot...
Shut up.
Perhaps.
What?
The cases we acquired, they're valuable to someone. Maybe they're valuable to Doobie's friend.
It's not my friend.
What I'm trying to say is it could be valuable to him.
And all I'm saying is that he's not my friend.
He's got a point though.
That's a very good point.
So I'm forgiven.
Don't push it.
Ah, crap. It's a digital password.
Oh, nothing fancy though. Blanche, connect to the case and crack the lock.
Done.
Well, it looks like I'm not needed here anymore. I'm gonna go install a battery.
What are those?
Dunno. I only got told the description of the case. Got no idea what they do.
They're glowing. You shouldn't touch glowing things that come in the case. In the movies, they're always dangerous when they glow.
Hey Blanche, take an image scan, encrypt it, and flash it through to Wayne on the hyperspace link.
Transmission complete.
So, let me guess. We're waiting? Jeez. Blanche, how many batteries are we going to need to avoid that asteroid?
A minimum of 6.
I'm not going to be pushing it. so long.
Dang, he must have really wanted that thing. Usually he makes me flash my tits at him, sleazy little man. You know, one day when I don't need him so much, I'm gonna go back dirt side and kick him in the nuts.
Hey, what's the matter? We're good. Batteries are coming, we'll be home free.
There's 124,000 units in our credit repository.
What?
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
He invoiced us 6,000 per battery.
Oh, that thieving bastard, that's double the price of space parts.
Yeah, but there's 124,000 left over.
He must have found a buyer.
What the hell are those things?
How long before the next battery arrives? What happened?
124,000 credits. In our repo.
124. Oh my. Okay. Food. I'm gonna get some roast pork, some strawberries and ice cream. A whole lot of food. Oh my.
Up. Don't you get it? How much does this Wayne character normally give you for dodgy merch?
Like 30% of market.
Okay, what about the stuff that was super hot?
Battery.
10 to 12, but only if he had a guaranteed buyer and it was gone before it even materialized.
Right. So we valued one of those at...
160.
1,000 credits. Shit.
Which makes its possible real value 1.6 million. And we have 12 of them.
Technically 11.
Yeah, well, DSR doesn't know that yet.
Damn, DSR will launch every single Atmos in space that they can launch into this sector looking for us.
We'll have a plasma signature from when we boosted from the storage station.
So the instant we boost out of the path of the asteroid.
There's another option. DSR didn't know what they had either.
All the security staff didn't know.
They were pretty casual. It was an easy snatch, really.
Oh, they were relying on security by obscurity.
Exactly. You can hide the most valuable diamond on a rock if nobody knows where the rock is.
Yeah, none of that will matter if we go slamming into an asteroid at 16,000 clicks.
True. Better get this bad boy plugged in then.
Blanche, time to impact?
52 minutes and 19 seconds.
I don't think we're going to get the batteries on board in time.
It'll be close.
Is there any way to divert power from, I don't know, from life support to speed the charging up?
I've been thinking about that, and there is. These things have a docked mode for when they're docked to the factories. All grav and life support is shut off, and the fusion generators pour everything into charging the batteries.
But that's perfect, but how do we switch it on?
Blanche does by putting herself to sleep.
What are we waiting for then? Come on, let's do it.
Not so fast, there's one small catch.
Yeah?
You'll have to put on EV suits and leave the truck.
Are you nuts? What, leave a perfectly good atmosphere and go out there amongst flying rocks and lethal radiation? No, there has to be another way around us.
Possibly, with a lot more equipment and a service facility, but we don't have time for that.
Blanche, if we put on EV suits, can you bypass the life support and grav systems and siphon the power to the batteries?
It's impossible for a ship's AI to override the safety protocols on any spacer. Life support is priority system 0. So long as there are detectable life forms inside the vehicle, life support will remain operative.
It's okay, I have it figured. We go out into the clamshell. That part of these trucks was designed to slam into asteroids. Nothing penetrates.
Oh, I like your thinking.
We can just hang out there and get some sleep.
In EV suits?
Comfortable as a sleeping pod.
Okay, look, there's one small problem with that. I've never actually done EV before.
What? Never.
Dang, I'm a grounder and I've done lots of EV. It's the best part about being out here.
Even when you worked on these things?
I was a drill operator. I just broke up the old ones that was in the clam, all by remote from inside the drill control cab. What? I never had any need to go out there, and besides,
Are you a backphobe?
Well, now's as good a time as any to get a bit of therapy.
therapy.
Suits on, so we're ready to leave when the last battery arrives.
Whoa, hang on. Are there any suits? I mean, this thing was being scrapped. Remember, I didn't think there would be any.
That's a good point.
I'll check the locker in the battery room.
Wait. I think there's another way.
What?
The sleep pods. God, I remember when I did the safety induction when I first worked on one of these things.
What about them?
The emergency rescue units, the built-in life support system, pre-programmed destination and emergency launch sequence.
So they're like a mini spacer.
Not really. You can't control them. They've got like one plasma genie and one destination programmed to the navigation. They're designed to get you home even if you're dead.
Useful. Blanche, how long before we're dead?
At present velocity, 44 minutes and 18 seconds.
Oh shit, it's not enough. I haven't heard that noise before. Blanche, what's making that noise?
That is the sound of the docking ring. Another spacer has docked to the airlock.
What?
That is the sound.
No, I heard you the first time. Why didn't you tell us there was another spacer out there?
But nobody asked.
What? Shit.
I have it on good authority that this ship's crew have, in their possession, some artifacts recently acquired from a DSR storage facility in a cluster near Palace.
Artifacts?
No idea what you're talking about. Besides, how would you know? Wait, who the hell are you?
You can call me Jack. Trader Jack. Procurer and sales agent. Number one choice for discreet acquisition of difficult to obtain items. And, well, a certain ground trader acquaintance of mine came into possession of one of these items. Thought I might be interested in purchasing.
Frickin' Wayne, I'm gonna castrate that SOB.
Not so fast. I said I was interested, because I'd already put out a bounty on these particular items.
Bounty.
Confirmation of acquisition came through less than a couple of hours ago.
Well, that was our signal.
Wait a minute. We were supposed to meet you at Ceres.
True, but the heat got fairly intense. DSR security were all over the place. You have stirred up somewhat of a hornet's nest, so I figured it was sensible to meet you out here.
But then, how did you find us? And how did you get here so fast?
I tracked the hyperspace link on your Dumbo.
I thought that was impossible.
Let's just say that my client, the one who's interested in these items, has allowed me access to technologies that the DSR cops don't know about.
Great. Then you can take them off our hands and we can get paid?
Not quite. Things are a little too hot out there for me right now.
And it's not hot for us. We have DSR drones tracking us.
It is what it is. Goes with the territory. So, you're going to take it directly to my client.
Okay, well, just give us a Dumbo address and we'll send it straight to them.
Not really doable. They don't have a Dumbo. Well, not one that we can use.
He has covert hyperspace tracking technology, but he doesn't have a Dumbo.
Let's just say he's very security conscious. It'll take you long to get there. You will make it worth the trip.
Actually, right now we're going nowhere. We're headed...
We noticed that on our sensors. Batteries at minimum.
So, why don't we just take the obvious route and jump on your spacer?
No, not a good idea. No room. And not necessary. As we've been speaking, my crew has connected my ship to your plasma charging ports and your batteries should be fully charged in a short while. I've also taken the liberty of feeding the client's coordinates to your ship computer.
Confirmed.
So you can deliver in person.
Well, I don't suppose we have much of a choice. You are the one with the bloody great gun.
Oh, no, this is yours. I saw it hanging on the outer airlock. I was going to suggest a trade.
What is it?
You don't know. This is a Kango high-frequency handheld disruptor. A real old one, manufactured for all the safety regulations made them impossible to use. These things are in high demand. Figured seeing as how I charge your batteries, that'd be a fair trade.
Yeah, all right. Not like we're intending to do any mining with it, that's for certain.
Deal! Let's say we have a drink to celebrate while the batteries are charging.
Sure. Why not?
Oh, just a Martian moon minute. We're under a bit of time pressure here. Blanche, how before the batteries have full charge?
In-flight charging port delivering maximum load input. Minimum engine initiation charge will be reached in 12 minutes.
Well, there you are. Plenty of time for a little celebratory guzzle. I know a really good little wine bar on a vineyard in the South Island of New Zealand that does some very, very nice Pinots. There you go. I sold the owner his first hyperspace dumbwaiter, you know? Opened up a whole new extraterrestrial market.
Well, cheers. And here's to future business, eh?
Cheers.
Cheers. So, who is this client and how come he has this advanced technology?
You'll find out soon enough. But right now, commercially sensitive.
Is there one for me?
Oh. Sorry guys, gotta go. Here, you can have mine. There's incoming and I really can't be found here.
Shit, he dumped his airlock into vacuum. He's in a real hurry.
Ah, crap, he's gonna unhook his charging link.
Link. That's why all the lights were flashing down there.
What did he mean by incoming?
Blanche, forward scan. Offside. Near side. Rear.
He's gone. Damn, he's fast. Like, impossibly fast.
His crew must have said something to him over comms.
I can't even see a plasma glow.
Bugger! Well, doesn't matter now. He pulled the cord before we got enough charge out of him.
How much juice did we get out of that? I saw the dials, they were all in the red.
Blanche, time till impact?
27 minutes, 32 seconds,
And how long before we can boost?
16 minutes.
Thank the gods for that. He actually gave us enough.
Hang on. Cop drones.
Blanche, is there a drone mothership out there?
No drone mothership detectable.
Cool. Okay, we may be able to scram free before it arrives. Let's just hope it's more than 16 minutes away.
Incoming signal.
Blanche? I thought you said...
I'm going with blind spot.
Well, are you gonna answer?
No, not yet.
All you have to do is keep them talking for 16 minutes. Just don't let them board us.
Oh, yeah. How exactly am I going to do that? Threaten them with a stale bagel.
I'd back down. Those things are pretty lethal.
Not helpful. Okay, alright. You three just stay out of sight. Blanche, open the HoloLink. Hello, Commander, and what can I do for our noble civil protection services?
You can prepare to be boarded.
But Commander, for what reason? We're just out here hunting for asteroids. The market for water on the belt is pretty good right now. No, that must be a mistake, I'm sure. If you could just take a few moments and recheck your records, I think you'll find it's just a glitch.
Bit difficult when your vehicle is not broadcasting any registration signal.
Oh, I'm fairly sure, Commander, that you can't simply board a free mining vessel without good cause. This is, as you can see, an old truck, and it's got its quirks. My engineer is working on the signal problem as we speak. I'm sure she'll have it sorted in a moment or two. Let's just take a couple of breaths, get your commandos to stand down, and Jed will have it broadcasting in no time.
A female engineer named Jed. That wouldn't happen to be Melissa Jedberg by any chance. I have an outstanding warrant for a female of that name.
No. No, sorry. Name doesn't ring a bell. Our engineer's name is Jennifer. Jennifer D. Yeah.
Alright. So where have you come from the last 2 hours?
Oh, nowhere. Just been drifting, waiting for our batteries to recharge. You can check our plasma tubes if you want, they'll be stone cold.
We have, and we noted that. However, we tracked a plasma signature here less than a few minutes ago. Can you explain that?
No, sorry. I mean, a spacer could have landed on us and we wouldn't have even noticed.
Hmm?
Yeah, signal array's been acting up and the ship's AI is pretty much senile. Yeah. I mean, we didn't even know you were there until you guys hailed us.
This still doesn't negate the registration issue.
Look, Commander, obviously whoever you're chasing after is much more important than us. I would hate to be responsible for the cost of holding up a DSR civil protection cruiser over a registration misunderstanding and stopping you from catching whatever criminals you have on your radar.
Hold on. I know you. You're Mason, Zachary Go-Rider's son. That locked your father up. What was that noise?
Dinner bell. Sorry, gotta go. Comms out.
If you're wanted for questioning, do not hold.
Blanche, stand by to give full power to the drives.
I'm staying right here.
Where's the cruiser?
There.
Blanche, give the engines everything.
Oh no, grab onto something!
Bloody hell. What was that?
That was the inertia dampers working overtime to stop us being crushed on the floor. Under about 250 G's acceleration.
That was cool!
I feel like everything in my body is detached.
I know, right? While we were down there, I screwed around with some of the safety overload systems, short-circuited a couple of sensors and convinced it we had a full load. Normally that amount of power with a full load of iron astro brake would get her pulling 10, 12 G's, but empty.
Oh, did I just black out for a second? My dampers are overheated. Heated. Can we not do that again? There would be a 70% chance of a plasma tube failure.
You could have warned me. I wasn't expecting anything to happen for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, and ruin the fun. Besides, you were deep in conversation with your friend, the Commander. You two have history.
So it would seem. I assume the warrant was for the thing on Hygeia Station.
Possibly. There's 2 or 3 others it could be. I lose count.
As long as she doesn't find me, they'll shunt me back dirtside in a heartbeat.
Okay, guys, I know we put a bit of distance between us and the cruiser, but the drones still do hard Gs, so...
We keep going as hard as we can until we can figure something out. What?
Oh, I forgot about that. That little burst used a lot of power. I'm surprised the batteries lasted this long.
Shit! Stuck drifting again!
But way faster than we were before.
Well, Thunder's still working. I'm gonna grab some food. I'm hungry.
Blanche, how long before the drones catch us?
The cruiser Nautilus is equipped with General Dynamics Series 7 autonomous attack drones, which are capable of 2,000 meters per second acceleration. They are also equipped with phase...
Did I say specification? I asked how long.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just trying to be informative, if just to prove I'm not senile. My memory banks are in perfectly acceptable condition.
How long?
Okay, no need to get tetchy.
Wait, Tetchy?
It's a word I learned recently. I kind of like it. It means...
How long before the fracking drones catch us?
On present trajectory, they won't catch us.
Thank you. Free and clear.
They will probably reach our location 8 minutes after we impact FE 27894/01.
You pointed us directly at another asteroid? How in Jupiter's name is it possible to be that unlucky?
Just special, I guess. Jesus. Blanche, how long will it be before we have enough charge in the batteries to change course?
48 minutes.
Till impact?
At present velocity, 37 minutes.
Well, now we're screwed.
Crap. Okay, think.
How hard would it be to avoid?
Yeah. Blanche, what was the roid's number again?
27894/01.
01. That's good. That means it's less than a kilometre across. Wait. The trader still found a Kango handheld disruptor still in place. Maybe the HFD hasn't been stripped out. Blanche, is there an HFD still on board?
I've seen it, but it's probably kaput anyway, and what good's that gonna do to us?
Blanche, what was the range on your HFD?
Introducing the Crater Corp Mark 22 Harmonic Frequency Disruptor, the ultimate tool in asteroid mining technology, brought to you by the Crater Corp Mining Equipment Corporation of Ceres, your one-stop shop for reliability and the best return on investment for your mining operations. Hi there, my name is Brian, one of the designers of the Mark 22 Harmonic Frequency Disruptor by Crater Corp. First, let me congratulate you, our valued customer, on your purchase of the most advanced mining technology on the market today, and join me on a tour of the specifications and features of the Mark 22. We here at Crater Corp are
Someone turn this idiot off.
justifiably- It is true, I can seem like an idiot, but that does not take away from...
Whoa, what?
I said, it is true, I can seem like an idiot.
No,
That
just
does not take
pause.
away from- I will pause this presentation for 15 seconds as requested.
For Jupe's sake, it's an interactive advert. Just ask it a question.
I hate these things. Completely neurotic. Hi. I have a question. Dickhead.
I'm not sure I understand your question, but I'll do my best to
What?
answer.
No, I haven't asked the...
Head is an old nautical term used on Earth to describe a ship's toilet. While Crater Corp does provide some toilet equipment, the Mark 22 does not come with one fitted.
Piss off, will ya?
That is considered a head's primary usage. However, the manual suggests pissing in rather than pissing off, and male crew members are recommended to...
Shut up!
I will pause this presentation for 30 seconds.
You just have to be logical and clear. Brian, answer me a question, please.
I will do my best, valued customer.
Why do Southern Hemisphere burgers taste better than Northern Hemisphere burgers?
I am sorry, I do not have the answer to this question in my database.
Beetroot, Brian! Beetroot! Thinly sliced, preferably pickled. Add that to your database.
Thank you, customer. This information has been added to my database. Crater Corp thanks you for your feedback.
Brian, question. What's the maximum effective range of the Mark 22?
I am so glad you asked that. It features the widest beam variation in its class, with unbeatable clarity across its entire working range. The Mark 22 is fully 12% more effective than the Mark 21, while delivering sustained power with a 6% increase in economy.
What's the maximum range?
At 0 degrees spread and dust-free vacuum, the Mark 22 has an effective range of 400 kilometers.
Oh. Is that all?
This thing is over 50 years old. My father wasn't even alive when they built it.
Okay, Mason. Make with the Enlightenment. What's the plan?
Okay. How did two thrusters be working before the plasma generators? So we spin Krusty.
Krusty, you gave it a name.
Seems appropriate.
We spin Krusty with the ore hole facing the roid. Fire the duster, or it'll crack up, and we just start through the brake. Clamshell is the toughest part of the ship. The brake will just bounce off. Huh? Huh?
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have this niggling suspicion that the clamp has to be open to do that.
Type beam. You only need to have it open a little. As soon as the roid starts breaking up, slam it shut.
And how is Blanche going to aim it? Half our res sensory array isn't working.
She's got a point.
Huh. Forgot about that.
Wait, the disruptor's mounted in the centre of the ship, and we're hitting directly at the roid. Blanche doesn't need to see, just align the centre axis of the ship along our line of travel.
The disruptor's internal aiming will take over anyway. Yeah, that'll work. Problem solved.
Any problems you have with your Mark 22 can be solved by our highly trained help desk staff. Available by calling hyperspace relay number 00...
Shut up!
I will pause.
End presentation now.
Crater Corp Mining Equipment thanks you for your attention. Have an excellent day.
See. Wait, The range is 400 kilometers.
Yeah, so?
And we just did 250 odd Gs in about 30 seconds. Blanche, what's our current velocity?
Present velocity is 75.84 kilometers per second.
So 400 divided by 76 is...
5.26 seconds.
We better get this right.
And the Duster's about 50 years old. 400 was the range when it was new.
Also, does it even work?
Don't know. And we can't test it until the batteries have enough charge.
Yeah, but the generator should be able to get it started without using battery power.
Yeah, and the attitude thrusters require power too. We turn around 180 degrees, get us aligned, start the Duster. There'll be no charge going to the batteries while we do that.
And we need the batteries to fire the Duster.
You got it. I'm relying on Blanche to give us the charge time.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been very accurate so far, but the Duster should have a ready indicator.
That probably only works when it's powered up. Okay, so we power up the Duster and we leave it on standby.
I see where you're going. Then when the indicators say there's enough power to run the Duster, then we should have enough power to run the attitude thrusters.
Then spin and fire the Duster.
Then, kaboom! I really like kaboom. I mean, not that there's any kaboom in a vacuum, of course.
It will be a kaboom, alright. We hit the breaker just shy of 80 clicks. If any of the breaker is anything larger than a golf ball, the magfield may not be able to stop it from slamming into us. It'll be touch and go.
Well, it's back to step one then.
So the lights are shut down.
So what do we do?
Okay, let's see if I can remember this properly. Okay, in the pod there should be a button that says life support ready or something like that.
Yeah, I can see the button.
Okay, that isolates the pod from the rest of the truck's life support. Once we're all on these, I should be able to shut down.
What's the big red button for?
Don't push the red button. That blows the seals and launches the pod.
Well, at least I'd get rescued.
Not necessarily. The truck's navigation is always set just before it leaves the factory.
And since it was being scrapped...
Excuse me, Puny Mammalian? You expect me to get in that?
Enough chatter. Let's just get on with it.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. No way I'm going to squeeze into that. Tell you what, I'm just going to walk out of the airlock and let all the air go.
How are you going to do that without an EV?
Oh crap, don't ask him that.
But seeing as how you did, it all goes back to a long time ago, where
No
Hathorian...
time. Hathorians have a really thick skin and this weird oxygen retention system in their anatomy. That means they can survive in a vacuum for a long time. Accurate?
Yeah, a little bit thin on the detail. Could have been done with a little more finesse, but I'd say...
No time for detail, let's go!
But then what's with the mask?
He needs air to make sound waves, so he can talk in a vacuum.
I'm out.
Large, shut down as soon as all pods are active. Full generator power to the batteries for
13 minutes.
Gotcha, short stuff.
What? On my count. 3, 2, 1.
What's happening?
Nothing. Blanche will be shutting all her systems down. It'll take a moment or two.
This is like camping dirt side. And this is when someone starts telling spooky stories.
Like the one where we're stuck in the dark for...
11 minutes.
Right. We don't know what's going on out there.
True, we could be surrounded by drones.
Will's got a doctor, we'd never know.
Mercenaries burning the outer airlocks.
Blanche is asleep.
All external communications are cut off.
That's enough, okay? We blew her off. She couldn't have called us.
What the? Now what?
I don't know!
The red button is broken.
Don't push the red button!
How do we shut it off? It's deafening.
It's probably just an alarm to tell that the pods are ready to launch.
I can't hear it.
You can hear us. How is it that you can't hear that?
I can hear a place of waffling south.
Ooh. What did we do?
I didn't do anything.
Me either.
Well, thank Dupe for that. I think I'd rather be captured by wolves than put up with that any longer.
Her and a shipload of killer mercenaries. Ooh.
Hey, don't laugh, alright? My dad used to tell me stories about corporate death squads.
What? You're kidding, right?
Nope. Stories are, you get arrested in public, you go into the system. But away from the stations, out on the belt, it's easier for DSR to just space you and any witnesses. And they have teams of killer mercenaries specifically for those jobs.
They have their own vessels and probably stations, but they're ghosts. You never see them near any populated stations, or if you do, they're disguised.
My dad told me he was lucky to even get arrested on series. He had to make sure to get himself a lawyer so he was even put into the system.
I stole a wallet from a guy on High GS3 once when I was a fresher. He had a gun. Not just any gun though. One of those big projectile ones that shoots bullets. Like seriously, on a station.
On some stations, that's a spacing offence, isn't it?
I told my friend about it. He freaked and told me to get out of there fast. I haven't been back, but he was pretty scared. That guy could have been a merc.
One of the things of being out here is the remoteness. You have to remember that the depth of the cloud is 3 times the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
A lot of space for people to disappear into.
Yeah, well, it's just rumors. There's probably nothing to it.
They could be outside right now.
We wouldn't even know.
Guys, why are we talking about this now? You're freaking me out.
Well, they could be out there right now. What would they do? Shoot us? This is an asteroid mining shuttle. It's built to be rammed into small planets. They can shoot as much as they like. Krusty would not notice.
Or they could just walk in through an unlockable airlock.
How long now?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Time flies when you're having fun.
Especially with a soundtrack like this. I swear, putting my fingers in my ears makes no difference.
I should have got food from the cupboard before I came out.
It's like 270 degrees below freezing point. How would you eat it?
Nothing was impossible. I'd figure something out.
Time. Everyone out.
Blanche, how long till impact?
Impact? Does that mean we're going to hit something?
Called it less than an hour ago.
Sorry, I have no memory of that.
Crap, data modules. Hold on.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, I didn't want to remember that. Oh, no.
Okay, I have attitude thrusters. Going about. Blanche, long-range sensors.
Ready disruptor. Switch on targeting system.
So, anyone have any orders for the breakup party?
I have targeting on my screen at full magnification, but it's too small and too far away. I can't see it.
Mag shields, full strength.
Yeesh, rush proud. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Hailing Congress Flying Shuttle. This is time for Sheer Worlds for the Armed Cruisability and Deep Space Resources Simplification Services.
Where did she come from? Blanche, front view. Good bluff, but sorry, Commander. We're a little preoccupied right now. We'll have a discussion and we'll get right back to you. Thank the gods she's not close enough for Hollow. Blanche, back to review.
Okay, I have targeting. Reverse the thrusters and slow the spin.
Disruptor's at 76%. No lock on target. Rangefinder is go. Range 4,000.
Mace, we're coming in too high. Pitch down.
I've got it on my screen, but I've got no targeting grid.
Okay, it's all good. I got it. Port thrust 1 second and down thrust 1 second.
I've got target. Oh, no, lost it. Mason, keep us steady for shit's sake. Range 3,000.
Double check that the clamshell is wide enough.
Forgot about that. Where's the switch?
Counter down thrust and starboard a smidgen.
Smidgen.
Yeah, there. That's it.
Jed.
Target locked. Power 97%. Range 1,000.
Hold on. Don't waste power. Wait until the last second.
600. Disruptor's at 100%. 4, 3.
What the?
Hey, I've only had countdowns.
Holy shit, we're still alive. By all the gods, we actually did it!
Not so fast. We still got a drone problem.
A little less of a problem, I'm thinking.
What?
The drones were driving at a greater velocity than we were, and they're civilian, not military drones. They're not equipped to be shot at.
We didn't shoot at them.
No. We did it. We just smashed a whole pile of ferrobrake right into their path.
And they weren't equipped with mag shields and diamine titanium fiber hulls.
Blanche, rear view.
Nah, they will have overshot us. Hitting the brake slowed us down.
Front view. Enhance.
Well, some of them look slightly damaged, but
They're just drifting.
A swarm of drones that size probably had 3 command drones. We must have hit them all. They're just out there drifting headless.
Yes! Take that, Commander Wills. State-of-the-art military drones my ass.
I wouldn't get too excited. We just wrecked several thousand creds worth of drones. They are not going to be happy.
Wasn't our fault. It was an accident.
Yeah, but it was wild and hot pursuit of us. We're gonna get blamed for sure.
Yeah, I think we better get out of here as soon as we can.
You're right, let's get a move on. Blanche, how long until the batteries have full charge?
182 minutes. 24 minutes to plasma engine start.
Okay. It would take a while to turn an Atmos cruiser of that mass, so we've got some time. In the meantime, damage report, Blanche.
Running diagnostic routines.
Right. Time for a schnick. And I have just discovered these. Ginger kisses! By all of the moons in Jupiter, where have this been all my whole life?
Anywho, we need to take a bit of stock. Make a plan.
Yeah, good idea. Wills will have sent for backup.
The Nautilus is enough for us to worry about at the moment. We got lucky last time and caught her by surprise. She won't fall for that again.
She caught us by surprise last time as well. This time, we'll be ahead of the game. We'll be ready for her. If we let her catch us.
No Atmos can stay with us when we override the safety protocol systems. We can pull 10 times the G's of that ass cruiser.
Yeah, but she'll have a scrap number of 100, so she doesn't need a drift to recharge. She can keep constant G's non-stop. We can outrun her in a sprint.
But she'll send more command drones, and they don't have the same restrictions. What did you say they could pull?
200 plus G's. Command drones a little less.
Right, so that means they'll be here in minutes and not hours. I don't want to be here. We're not registered, we don't exist, and if she is one of those mystery hit squads, we'll be gulping vacuum.
Yeah, let's get...
Don't tell me they've caught up with us already.
A spacer has just docked with our airlock.
Hey, a warning would have been nice.
Well...
Yeah, I know. Nobody asked.
No, I'm gonna go check those batteries.
Airlock is up to pressure.
I really need to put a lock on that.
Oh my god, that was amazing! Spectacular the way you just took out all those drones. They never expected that. Woo!
Actually, we didn't do much.
Well, make use of what resources you got. Come up with the best possible solution.
Unfortunate about that little glitch though. Must have been irritating. But no risk, no reward, hey?
Glitch? What glitch?
The rock the size of a joyrider jammed into the back of one of your thrust tubes.
Oh, rock?
Yeah, and it looks like another has some pretty badly damaged tube liners.
Wait, you were out here watching all of this?
Oh, the nacelle on the other one has got a pretty big dent in it as well. Not sure how good the plasma feeder lines will be in that one. Probably still get a little bit of drive out of it. But...
So we have one engine that could stop working at any moment.
See, there's always an upside. And judging how the clamshell looks like it's been beaten up by Thor's hammer, good luck getting that thing open again. Considering that, I reckon there's a lot more upside than downside.
Okay, but what are you even doing back here?
Well, let's just say there's a little something I had to deliver. Bear with me 1 second. From the client. I would have Dumboed it, but as you can see...
Well, what do we need that for?
Let's call it a security device. The client just wants to be sure you won't get tempted to sell off any more of his artifacts.
Well, your client sounds like a piece of work.
Just a little cautionary forward planning. The only thing you had that could get into that is the Kango handheld, and, well, you sold that to me already.
They sent you out here in the middle of a shit fight to deliver a box to store the artifacts in? That sounds a little extreme.
There's a catch. There's always a catch. What's the catch?
No catch. No, really. The client just wants to ensure delivery, and the items will be delivered undamaged.
Yeah, right.
Okay, there were one or two extras, but only to ensure delivery, in case there's an unintended event that may interfere with the completion of the delivery.
Like being ripped apart by cop drones, sliced up by cruiser lasers, or maybe, ooh, I don't know, being boarded in space by a bunch of DSR goons.
Well, yeah. You have upset them a little. We have heard that they've put out a termination code on this spacer. Lethal force approved.
What? No, I was kidding. They can't do that. That's illegal, right? Isn't it?
Here's where you check your naivete at the door. Out here, beyond AU3, we live in a dictatorship. On the main stations, DSR maintains a benevolent front to keep the citizenry happy and working. That's the Deep Space Resources LLC you've seen every day of your sheltered little lives on Ceres. And the one that's shown to the Earther governments and the UN. Because those dirt-bound luminaries hold the keys to the contract and DSR's monopoly. DSR's board of directors have become the 7 wealthiest individuals on Earth. They will do anything to maintain that monopoly.
Well, that's not exactly news. Everyone on the belt knows that.
Oh yeah. There is, however, another level that deals in the black economy. Have you ever heard of the Nautilus before this?
No.
Exactly. An Atmos that size and complement needs regular docking at a large facility like Ceres, and yet no one's ever seen it. In the black economy, the only rules that matter are the ones you can back up with lethal force. That lethal force out here is the Nautilus, and its invisible crew of mercenaries.
How in the hell do they get away with that?
By keeping their enforcers invisible. DSR likes to keep control. They don't care how they do that as long as it's on the down low.
Corporate hit squad! What my dad used to go on about.
Remember, every person in every company out past 1 AU is dependent on Earth and their dumbos for survival, as much as Earth is dependent on the belt's industrial capacity. DSR has to maintain a spotless front window and keep what goes on in the back rooms out of the public eye. The dark economy keeps running. Nobody can stop it without spending vast amounts of credits, so they do the next best thing. Make sure it stays hidden. If anyone gets too big, and their activity directly threatens DSR or they poke their head above the parapet, so to speak, gets cut off. No mercy. The tool they use for that particular task is the Nautilus.
Shit. Or is that the only one?
No, 2 more that we know of. The Leviathan and the Admiral Tojo. The Leviathan is in orbit around Titan at the moment, and the Tojo is out on the far side, trying to find my client's base. And a pirate hyperspace interstellar launch platform. That is possibly a rumor, but possibly not. But frankly, there could be a dozen out there that we don't know about.
And the Earthside government is okay with this shit?
They don't want to know. DSR's become too big to fail. Putting the brakes on them would cause too much disruption to the stock markets and the financial system. As long as the industry and the belt keeps dropping product that they need down the elevators or through dumbos, they turn a blind eye. Besides, no belter trust Earthers to do the right thing, so better the devil you know. The devil in your case is Commander Fortuna Wills. Do not be mistaken about her. She once spaced an entire factory to take out a cell of 3 who'd stolen some very valuable DSR property to supply to the pirate research facility, and then made the whole thing look like a tragic asteroid collision. 200 lives.
Holy, I knew people on the Detroit.
That was a downer. Now, I'm not saying you guys can't wriggle your way out of this, but, well, you know. So, this case is pretty much indestructible, short of firing it into the sun, of course. It's got batteries, sensors, and a small plasma drive that will accelerate it at 2 Gs for about 30 minutes. So, when the Nautilus reduces you to scrap metal, when it detects it's in a vacuum or it's lost gravity, it will launch. Once it's drifting, it'll send out a hyperspace homing signal, and the client will just pop over and grab it.
Hang on, 2 Gs for 30 minutes. That's like
36 kilometers per second?
I was getting there. That'll take some catching.
Well, if they miss it, it'll get to Alpha Centauri in about 400 years.
No, actually it's closer to 4,000 years.
What's a drop zero here or there?
Wait, just back up a bit. What you're saying is that will only get used if we all end up dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
So your client is willing to sacrifice us just to get his precious canisters?
No, that's a bit harsh. Let's just call it protecting an investment.
Mace has got a point. We should be worrying about clearing out of here before those bloody drones come back to life.
There is one thing, the case completely shields the artifact from sensors. Possibly could be why the drones were hot on your tail so fast.
Or because we left a trail of superheated plasma across half the belt.
Quite right, but better to be safe than sorry.
I suppose. No real harm.
Especially if it hides us from drone sensors.
Yeah, seems pretty sensible to me.
Yep.
Anyway, it's been great catching up. We should do this again sometime. In fact, pop over to mine when you get back to series. I'll put the barbie on, we'll knock the top off a few brewskis. That is, of course, if you make it through the next hour or so.
Wait, you said hyperspace interstellar launch facilities. Interstellar?
Did I? I don't know, can't remember that. Kind of done. That's impossible, everyone knows that. Anyway, best I'm not here when the dragon lady turns up, so take care of the cargo. Of course, if you can't, it will take care of itself. Also, if you didn't want people just dropping through the airlock, you do realise these things have a high impact mode, right?
What?
High impact mode. It's a security thing for when these trucks work in tight orbiting clusters to protect the operations deck from random spinning rocks. This deck retracts into the bulkhead and the bridge shield buries and seals the airlock. Should slow down any boarding party. Or don't. Whatever. Do what you want. I'm out of here. Good luck!
Hey, what the?
Screw him. You have to keep moving. Blanche, do you have a high impact mode?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
A high impact mode. Do you have such a mode?
Oh, yep, there is. It's the orange one that has HI printed on it.
Oh, I saw that button. I thought it was just being friendly to passing spaces.
It has a fully manual mode in case of emergency. It's designed to function with minimal power.
Good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that is not a normal noise.
My sensors indicate there has been a build-up of particulate on bridge rail bearings from the lack of use.
Diagnostics?
Clamshore doors have suffered multiple impacts. Doors 1, 2, 4, and 6 are jammed. 3 and 5 have extensive impact damage but are still functioning.
Well, that's a plus. Trader guy said something about the thrusters.
Number 1 thruster has suffered catastrophic impact.
2 and 3?
2 is damaged but 60% function. 3 is fully functional but blocked by a large piece of brake, otherwise no detectable damage.
Yeah, I have eyes on it. There's no damage from this angle.
Eyes on it? How?
Here, must be an inspection camera.
Blanche, what's this on the screen?
That is a camera mounted on MD-04.
Well, what's MD-04 and why has it just shown up?
Welcome, customer, to the operations manual and overview of the MD-5000A heavy-duty autonomous maintenance drone, designed to be built to be the ideal maintenance partner for your GUT-5000 mining shuttle.
No, not dealing with this guy again. Shutting it off.
No, hang on. A maintenance drone might be helpful.
The MD-5000A is the latest in Acme Engineering sending the autonomous maintenance drones designed to maintain your valuable equipment in peak operating condition and efficiency.
So, we fix this shit?
The MD-5000A is not designed for medical analysis. However, the Acme Engineering does sell the FMP MA22 medical analysis plug-in module for your FMP inanimate matter hyperspace transfer unit that will analyze shit and suggest methods of fixing your shit.
Just tell us about the maintenance drone.
The MD-5000A...
Can it repair a broken plasma thruster?
Thank you for your question. The MD-5000A is primarily designed as a maintenance drone for heavy vehicles attached to the base workshop facility, and as such are not equipped for on-site repair work. However, some repair work can be carried out by remote control by an appropriately trained field technician. Your friendly Acme Engineering agent is equipped with full training facilities to allow you, our valued customer, to achieve the maximum benefit for your MD-5000A.
So why did it just suddenly start up its camera?
Thank you for your question, valued customer.
The brief version. We don't have time for this.
The MD-5000 is semi-autonomous and automatically switches to visual aids and it detects uncaptured charges that attached to its own vehicle.
Then what does it do?
The MD5000 will then await instructions. The vehicle controls must be locked into drift mode. The MD5000 is not designed to run when the vehicle is under acceleration. For that, Acme Engineering suggests you upgrade to MD5000 E+ from your friendly Acme agent.
Detritus? What the hell is detritus?
Detritus is...
Shit on the outside.
Alright, well, we have shit on the outside and stuck in the plasma exhaust, so get the thing moving.
Blanche, lock into drift mode.
Well, what's happening?
Your GUT 5000 SA comes equipped with a full complement of MD units. All 12 units have now been activated.
I swear to God, if they're wrecking the truck...
No, look.
It's like Dragon Lady's drones woke up. Pull up to us.
What just happened?
I don't know, they must have lost signal.
Mr. Go Rider, so nice of you to allow us to catch up.
Blanche, in transmission!
Sorry, she can't do that. This is an emergency carrier beam. You're stuck with me, and I get to watch as it all comes unstuck with you.
Big talk coming from a hologram.
Such misplaced bravado. Now, this can go either one of two ways. You can surrender the items that you stole, and I will call a salvage truck to tow you back to Ceres. Or, I am forced to come and get it, and I promise you my Marines are not gentle with lawbreakers.
Actually, Commander, we're just returning stolen property to its rightful owners. It's your bosses that are the real lawbreakers, so you can just piss right off and leave us be.
Well, look what we have here. Melissa Jedberg, I believe. This is getting better by the moment. I'm going to enjoy caging you lot on a brig. Or maybe just watching your eyes turn to ice when I space you. What's the matter now?
Guys, I have a plan. Okay, so Trader Guy said that if the box hits the vacuum, it launches itself, right? So we tell the DSI idiot that we'll give them the artifacts, push the box out the airlock, box takes off, cops chase box, we go free.
Yeah, it won't happen. I tried moving it earlier. It looks like it's got some sort of mag field attached.
Kidding.
See? Told you.
I screwed us again!
Any other ideas?
Hey, listen. The banging stopped.
Probably means they're cutting their way through the hole towards us as we speak.
We just broke into a whole lot of asteroid debris at who knows what velocity.
80 kilometers a second.
Thank you. And we're relatively still in one piece. This thing is built to take that sort of punishment while it's working. They're not going to get through to us anytime soon.
And they're not bringing the big guns because we still have the artifacts?
Precisely. So I reckon we could just stay put. They didn't have a can opener big enough to open up this can without destroying them in the process.
Right. Yeah. Of course. All part of the plan.
Oh yeah? What's the next part of the plan?
It's being worked on. Actively.
I thought so.
What? Hey.
What did she mean by that? What's going on out there?
I don't know, the screens are still blank. Brian, how do I get those drones to turn on their cameras?
Acme Heavy Machinery is pleased to answer your question. The MD5000's camera is surplus to normal operational requirements. The MD5000 uses an array of heavy-duty infrared and microwave sensors in normal operation that are designed to withstand impacts of over 5,000 meganewtons. Human visual aids are really capable of withstanding such impacts.
Okay, I just want to know how to turn on the cameras.
Instruct the MD5000 unit to switch to standby mode. Select operator number and select standby mode.
Okay, that's all I needed. Now shut up and go away.
Acme Heavy Engineering thanks you for your attention.
Okay, MD05 there. Select standby. What the?
Lights! It's dark outside. Space. Who knew?
Oh crap. That's a DSR drone.
That's what Will's meant.
What are they doing?
Cleaning. Just part of their maintenance routine.
So as far as they're concerned, anything that isn't crusty is considered detritus.
They're just taking out the trash. Shit, the maintenance airlocks. The clamshell doors took most of the hit, but if she can get into the hold...
Blanche, is the clamshell sealed?
Sensors indicate doors 2 and 6 are jammed into each other, which has sprung door 1 and jammed it in a partially open position. Doors 3 and 5 have been fully opened by MD1 to enable cleaning.
What? Close them, quickly!
That function is not working at this time and will remain so while maintenance is being performed.
We'll stop the maintenance!
Won't make a difference if door 1 is jammed open.
Alright then, lock the airlock.
We can't, remember? Who's gonna break in and steal a dump truck?
Jam it somehow so they can't open it?
Nope. Outside mechanisms are different to inside mechanisms.
Batteries. The old ones. The airlock doors open inwards. We can fill it with some of the old batteries. I mean, if nothing else, it'll slow them down.
I'm gonna go stack those batteries.
Okay, you're good. Airlock still has pressure.
Batteries at sufficient charge for plasma generation.
Finally. What's happening with the rock in number 3?
I don't know. The drone is on the wrong side. I think it was on number 4 before.
Blanche, what's happening on the number 3 generator?
Maintenance drones are breaking it up at present. Estimated time to clearing 30 minutes.
Shit, they'll be here long before that.
That's all of the batteries. See anything else we can put down there?
I know. Water.
That's a bit expensive.
All we need to do is empty the wastewater tanks.
You've done this before?
When I was working on these things, trainee drill operators got all the shit jobs. There is a coupling at the bottom of the airlock for emptying and recycling back on the factory.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah, not that great. You get used to it.
I'll have you know, Hathorians have a highly developed sense of smell.
Batteries are good to start plasma generators. Drones are trying to clear that rock out of number 3 now, but estimate 20 minutes.
Okay, we have to stop Wolves Goons from trying to carve their way through the airlock. We can't keep them out forever.
Any ideas?
Wait for a problem bigger than us to show up.
Not that useful. Never had much luck with lotteries.
Hang on. Blanche, how much damage did you say the number 3 generator had?
Damage to tubes and injectors nil. Minor damage to the nacelle.
That's it. That piece of break didn't hit us. We hit it.
I'm not following.
Okay, it was heading away from us, but with the speed that we were going, we caught up to it and it lodged itself into the generator.
Oh, so it wasn't a smash, but more of a bump. Otherwise it would have destroyed the injectors and the tubes. It's not jammed there, it's just resting.
So how does that help?
Jed, remember when we used to steal those second-hand plasma tubes and they had those crystalline deposits we had to clean up before we raced?
Fart!
You got it.
What?
Did I miss a fart joke somewhere? I feel robbed.
No time to explain. I have a plan.
It'll work, we've done this before.
With one small difference. Dubes, can you get one of those drones into the plasma exhaust channel?
Yep, I'm getting the knack of controlling these things now.
Good, go.
Blanche, prime the injectors on number 3.
Gotcha and on it. I should warn you that starting the plasma vortex with an object that size in the exhaust will result in vaporizing the plasma tube.
Hopefully that won't happen.
Hopefully. I'm sorry, when have you done this before again?
On our racer.
On an overjuiced joyrider? Should I remind you that the plasma generators of that thing is about several thousand times the size of those single-seated toys? If the plasma was to blow back and hit a fusion generator, then meltdown would be catastrophic and there won't be much of us left for Wills to space.
Oh, you worry too much. The principle's the same. Let's just treat this as race prep. Done that hundreds of times. Blanche, stand by to give number 3 a 20 millisecond burst of 150% full power.
150% for 2 milliseconds. Oh, this is going to hurt. I know it.
Also, can you monitor the DSR EV suit comms?
Comms are up.
Who's the first team murder? According to the schematics we got, there are 3 more. These things are built around planets.
Blanche, can we get some visuals on the outer rim of the inner maintenance airlock? I'd like to see what they're up to.
Visuals up.
How long? Aerospace plan. Should take long. Good. And not going anywhere that's taking too much damage.
Jeez, someone's got anger issues.
Don't worry about it. Just concentrate on the job. Doobs, where's your drone at?
In the groove, now what?
Find the Nautilus. Use the plasma shield channel like a gun sight and aim it directly at the generator. It's net most, so it'll only have one.
I know what you're doing now. Good thinking. I can't see it.
Must be directly behind us then.
I've got a drone by the clamshell. Switching. You were right, there it is.
Blanche, activate attitude controls.
Gone, boss.
Doobs, guide me.
Okay, swing right gently. Oops, your other right.
Ooh, I see. This is gonna be interesting.
Drew, your battery's checking the airlock. Hurry up or I'll space you next. Oh, good luck, sir. Well, there's your cups of the battery going on explode. Then pull them out of the hole, moron.
That's it, there.
Jed, stand by to fart.
Another one goes begging.
Blanche, have you got this? 20 milliseconds, no more.
Easy peasy lemon.
Just power up and ready.
Hang on, let me get rid of the maintenance drones. Okay, clear.
Mace, get ready to compensate. Firing one thruster will make her yaw.
On it. Ready.
I found something. Come under. It appears they're trying to start up one of the generators. Faster! Get a move on, you idiots!
Blanche, go.
They're still there.
Crap, okay. Blanche, 180% for 30 milliseconds.
Mace, line it up again. Pitch up and stop. There it is.
Blanche, lock those attitude coordinates. Guess we have to do it again.
Oh, can I drive
No,
that?
just sit in there, point on my screen. Jed?
Just waiting for the liners to cool down a bit. Blanche, is there any way to increase the coolant flow to the radiators?
Not what you see is what you get.
Take the risk. She's gonna figure out what we're up to soon and we won't get another chance.
Screw it, all or nothing. This is race day, people. Blanche, 200% for 50 milliseconds. Go!
I felt that. Goodness, what the hell is going on out there? Must be an income. Some large pieces of grain from on the line track and make straight with us. Who gets out of the way? Constantly. First generator was full. Now connect before you screw up. Ah! Fuck. Screw this. On the screen is back to the Nautilus. Nautilus, prime the nukes. I'm not pissing about it anymore.
Nukes? They've got nukes? What is a cop cruiser doing with nukes?
Mace, the break is clear. Get us the hell out of here.
Blanche, bring up the client's coordinates and give me full boost.
Number 3 thruster is at 162%. Safety protocols require that plasma vortex generators are at no more than 60% of maximum.
Use emergency override.
Sorry, can't do that, dearie. Level 1.
Dudes, what's happening up there?
One piece ready for impact, and bang! Right on the glory hole.
Oh, the other one's about to hit the injector lines, and bang! Right on the money.
Woo! Excellent shooting, guys. I've been stranded for days.
Not gonna stop them from firing the nukes, though.
Blanche, can you get boost out of number 2?
Number 2 has 60% function and is usable, but vortex generation will be extremely unstable. I advise against using it as maintaining directional stability will be extremely difficult.
Well, we'll just have to risk it.
You could make this easy, but no. You have to play it. Well, this is going to be a fraction less than 800. Last road for 10 years of learning, so...
Yeah. Just one thing.
Testy!
Blanche, your moment has arrived. You're driving. Give it everything of whatever you've got.
Mace, whatever you do, do not let the missiles get inside of the hold.
Blanche, go! Hit it!
I am, but one thruster at 50% is not going to be that spectacular.
Quiet! Let them do that back door. Let's see how they love that. Let this be a demonstration of what I will one day do for racing the lizards in our
Everybody, hang on!
Holy shit. Are we alive? Jed?
Yep, I think so. What happened to the lights?
Electromagnetic pulse from the nukes. Just give it a moment. Doobie, you still with us?
Yep, that sucked.
Yes. It's working. Bioluminescent emergency lighting.
What? How'd you know that?
These trucks were designed to resist EMPs. Bit of a hangover from the old mining wars of about 100 years ago. The head of the hold of this thing is actually a pulse reflector.
So you sucked her into firing at the strongest part?
I mean, it was a little bit desperate at the time, but it worked.
Blanche? Computer, respond.
Shit. There's supposed to be redundancies built in.
Everything's dead. We've got nothing. We're blind. At least we have gravity.
Yeah, smells okay, even with the smoke. So, filtration system must be functioning. Guess we got level 0 working.
I think the main bus is fried. She might be gone.
Woohoo! The dumbo's still working. That means the fusion generator's still working. This thing has worked up a bit of an appetite.
We should go out there and see if we can see what happened.
I'd be a bit careful if I were you. The hold is probably as hot as the sun. That's if the hold is still out there, of course.
Okay, well, let's just see if the high impact mode's working. Blanche, are you there?
Oh, that hurt! EMP defense mode now activated. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. That was a big one.
We thought you were gone.
Oh, did you miss me?
Blanche, what's happening? We're blind.
Oh, yes, let me fix that.
Where's the Nautilus?
Dunno. Nothing on the sensors. That nuke gave us a really big kick in the pants, so I'd say they've dropped out of sensor range already.
How are you still alive? You should just be adrift in bulk.
Well, to you, maybe just a old hulk of a working miner's truck, but Krusty's built tough. Unlike a certain cruiser, they're crumpled like a piece of paper.
Alright, I know you now. Not me. I will handle us the four corners of the universe. That me. I will toast you and your missing friend.
Commander, I think you're breaking up. You must be heading out of range. Oh, and thank you for the boost. Couldn't got away without you.
I always said, anger issues.
Guys, we just passed another asteroid.
What? Oh, not again.
Actually, no, it's matched velocity.
It's what? How does an asteroid match velocity?
That's because I asked it to.
Well, that's funny. Wait, you're not serious?
That's a ship?
An intership transfer vehicle has just docked at the airlock. Someone is entering the ship.
You know, I really should have known.
Now, is that any way to greet an old friend? Thanks, boss.
Watch. Are you linked?
Yes.
I believe that was the agreed price. Credits uploaded, minus of which it's would have been paid through Deeply's friend.
Not my friend.
What the hell's going on?
In a moment, I've also cleared your debt with the recyclers, and you now have a registration code. You're now actually on Krusty.
You're the one who sent him after us.
Hey, don't make it sound so bad. I didn't even know he was on the ship. was as much surprise to me as it was to Wills.
Understand. I had to get a team of humans to help. You two were doobies out here. If I was to send a team of my people to go retrieve the items, then you seen Will's reaction. Would have been an excuse to execute us all. Xenophobia is alive and kicking in the belt. I didn't want to risk my people like that. Is everything prepared?
Yep. The engineers are working as we speak.
Excellent. In the meantime, I'll also give Krusty a bit of a small bonus. A booster unit for the fusion generator that should take a scrap unit up to 50. Better than the top it was running on last time, and will also replace the broken thrusters as well.
Okay, I'm still real pissed at being taken for a ride. But who are you?
I've always been stumped. Only because of my native language, apparently my name sounds like the mating call of an angry possum with a cold. I'm also the guide, like a CEO of humans, but for all Hathorians in the system.
The Grand Poobah.
The what?
It's from it. Nothing, you had to be there.
Anyways, the items that we retrieve are hyperspace transport switches that were stolen and sold to DSR.
Then why the bounty BS?
I have to take credit for that idea.
That wasn't BS. We didn't know where they were at the time, and we didn't know if DSR knew what they had.
We only knew they were commissioned by Hathor, and the DSR would start investigating them sooner or later.
Also, I'm really sorry. If you guys were to fail, there would be others that would follow up as well. Which is why I came. Wouldn't send somebody to a job I wouldn't do myself.
So, what are they for?
They're the core components for a device that helps my vessel travel through hyperspace, with all personnel on board.
But that's impossible. Living organisms can't survive in hyperspace.
Well, everything is impossible until it becomes possible. The technology just became available. So, after all these years, we can finally go home.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean you're leaving us?
Unfortunately, no. There was the one you sent to Earth, and apparently it's gone missing. So we have to go dirt side and go retrieve it.
And how do you plan to do that? This is a spacer. It's not made to go through the atmosphere.
Well, I guess we're going to steal an atmospheric.
Steal an Atmos? Now you are talking my language. Blanche, as soon as the upgrade is complete and new thrusters are installed, what about those plasma generators? We have a mission.
Good grief. Well, I've always wanted to travel dirt side. Hang on. You've never flown an Atmos.
No, but how hard can it be?
Throw in a bit of luck. We've done it before.
I mean, what can go wrong?
Well, let me see.
Don't start.
Hey, all this time you never told me you were the Grand Poobah.
Well, like Blanche always says,
You never asked.